My name is Brian Davis. I'm a transitioning wealth manager set to retire in 18 months, and I have spent 30 years in the industry, and I'm in the Waco, Texas office. When I think about the impact that Credent has had on my clients, it has been exactly the impact that I was hoping for when I joined Credent 7 years ago. My primary driver and reason I wanted to join Credent was to find a team and a process and structure that I had not been able to create on my own. I knew that I had not after 25 years in the business, and I knew what I wanted, and Credent had that, offered that. And so now being with Credent for 7 years, Credent has absolutely delivered on a framework that's in place, a structure that's repeatable, and it's a process that clients know what they're getting, and they know how many times a year they're going to have contacts and interactions and meetings. And so really just that entire service model and service matrix that I had not been able to build on my own, Credent has been able to deliver on. And so I know that my clients, when I transition out of this business in about 18 months, I know that my clients will be well taken care of, better than had I still been on my own and doing things myself. And when I see them around town, when I see them at church, I'm going to feel very good about the hands that they are left in and who's serving them. When I think about what makes Credent different or unique or special, it is the people and it is the culture that we have that we work really hard to maintain and improve even. And even within that culture element, it's not just that we work hard, that we have integrity, that we value truth, but many of us do it within our faith background as well. And so we have a common shared faith that many of us are able to bond around, to inspire each other around, to hold each other accountable to. And I know that at least I and several other advisors have a number of clients that really value that. They see that in our ethos and who we are and how we hold ourselves out. And that just gives us something that a lot of the industry actively shies away from or certainly won't speak to. And so I think that's the differentiator that benefits our team and also our clients. When I think about the impact that Credent has had on me personally and on my family, it would be very difficult to overstate the impact. There's several ways I think about it. One is just thinking about the team that I'm around and the people I've met as a part of Credent. They have all made a positive impact on my life. There's people that I've gotten to know that I've enjoyed, people that I respect, people that have helped me further my career and just the job that I'm able to do for clients. But then there's the professional aspect where money was the last thing that I talked about when I joined Credent. The numbers had to make sense, but it wasn't the driver. But at the same time, the monetary aspect of joining Credent versus what I was doing on my own has been substantially different. My wealth has been enhanced multiple times beyond what it would have been had I stayed independent and just stayed a small solo office. And as an example of that, just this past year, my wife and I, as a result of a liquidity event with Credent, were able to establish a donor advised fund and put significant money aside for charitable giving that simply would not have happened apart from a Credent experience. And so Credent's impact on my family has been substantial from both the personal and the professional and the monetary side. Advice that I would give to younger advisors is there is no reason why you wouldn't want to at least check into Credent, check out Credent. What would a partnership with Credent look like? If you're a younger advisor and you're going to stay working, producing, staying in the industry, you have to be prepared to work hard. We do work hard at Credent. There's many rewards that come from that. Clients are well served from that, but it requires hard work. So an advisor looking at joining Credent has to be prepared to work hard. But then again, the trade-off is their clients are very well taken care of, well serviced. They will also do very well for themselves monetarily. But why would you not want to check out somebody with a track record like Credent has, whether it's the investment side, whether it's the service side, client retention side, planning? We do it very, very well. So if someone is looking at trying to figure out their next steps, I think they at least owe it to themselves to take a look at Credent and see if that would be a good fit. When I think about advisors who are just looking to have a succession plan and probably transition out in a short amount of time, I've heard story after story of advisors that have joined Credent and done just that, some in a matter of a couple of months, some in a matter of a year. My transition plan, by the time I'm done, will have been about 8 years, and so that's on longer end, and I've seen how that has gone. But just to hear advisors who are joining us who they might have been 70 years old and not had a plan in place at all, that's quite a risk for them, for their family, and for their clients. And so once again, I don't know why somebody at that stage of life wouldn't want to look at Credent as a succession partner.